Hey guys, Tim with Neen's Bees. It is May 10th and we're out at the 8 frame yard. Have my very good friend Dan Norsini with me because we are getting ready to open up Colossus. But wanted to show you guys this. This is pretty cool. This is the most activity that I've seen at the little Saskatraz hive. Bees are just pouring in and out of this thing, and so we're going to open up this hive and just kind of see what's going on here, but just tons and tons of activity here. This is my friend Dan. Say hi, Dan.
Hey, Dan.
Say hi, YouTube. All right.
YouTube, I'm a star now. Oh, they're doing incredible, Tim.
So just looked at the Saskatraz hive here and added the second deep to it. She was laying really good in here, and so thought we'd throw on a second deep, and also going to bring out pollen patty here in a little bit. But foragers are doing good, and now Colossus. This is Dan's first time in this hive. He's in for a surprise.
April 1st, 2019. Lots of brood eggs. Larva bees are pissy.
Those are my notes here. You guys should always keep notes of what you have going on in your hives.
Watch for early swarm. Good. Original colonies. Yugas Creek. Yeah, good, man. It's good notes, Tim. Wow, it's great. Yeah, the wind died down a little bit. Nice.
So here's our drone frame that I put in last time here, Danny.
Let's make sure we don't have any unwanted surprises up here. Okay. What is that one, Tim?
That's the drone frames that I
good.
bought
The
from
drone
Kate's
comb,
there
cool.
that we put up there.
Yeah, I'd be anxious to see how that one is. I have my holder over there somewhere.
All right, drone comb coming out, man, full of drones. Look at that.
Loaded up.
Yeah, this is too. How's that one look on that side, Dan?
Get over here, you can see it.
Oh yeah.
Oh goodness, yeah. Wow.
Look at how she laid that out. Just every one of these cells is almost full. That's a 90% frame right there.
Yeah, that's nice. I just got that poor bee. Make sure we don't have a queen on this one. I don't see her running around anywhere.
No, and she's not marked either.
Oh, okay.
So the original theory with putting in the drone frames was Dan and I were wanting to make splits and bring them to each other's yards for good drone impregnation, and we still may do that, but it was also a matter of seeing what we had for Varroa as well. So
See if there's any eggs in those cups.
okay, so this was the next frame out.
Oh, wait a minute. Move bee.
And so you can see the amount of drone comb on the bottom of the frame here and the whole way down it. But then on the other side, look at the cups.
Oh, hey, Tim.
Cups there, and that one's full, I believe.
I think,
yeah, it's got a larva.
Eggs, there's eggs in there. Yep. Yeah, they're getting ready to
So they're
swarm.
getting ready to go again.
Yep.
This is going to be another split.
Wow.
Second split so far this year. We got to take that frame, Danny. Either that or scrape it. It's going to be hard with as far down as that stuff hangs.
Yeah, you know. Hey, let me go get a. Oh yeah.
So the cups are here.
The cups are way up.
Yeah, they're way up high. So we could, if you wanted to, we could take this off, that lower bit off, if you want, or if it fits.
Let's see if it fits first. If it doesn't, then we'll go ahead and cut it.
So what we're doing right now is we're checking to see if, because that comb sits so far down on that box, if we're going to be able to get it to fit or not. Just barely.
Barely.
But it'll.
Well, it's a little.
No, it's a little. So I got the knife with me, Dan. I think we need to cut just a little bit of that other side off. There's no cups there.
You can actually just break that probably. Let's see.
Here, let me. It's soft. Let me grab my knife here. Hold on. All right, so we got that little bit. Show that, Dan. That's the little bit that we cut off right here.
Yeah, you want to see that?
So we just had to cut this part off so that it would fit flush down in the box. And we're going to cover them up. Do you want to cover them?
Yeah, just put the lid on here.
And we're going to see what else we come up with. All right. So this is frame 3 out. Look at this brood pattern.
Wow.
Look at this other side of this brood pattern here.
Can you see it in the light? You want me to turn it? You want to come
Oh,
around?
you can turn.
Here, I'll turn it this way so you can see.
There you go. That is an impressive Laying queen right here.
My goodness.
What do you think, buddy?
I think this is a heck of a queen, man. She made, not only did she make it through the winter, which is one of the roughest winters we've had since I've been up here, but boy, she's laying almost wall to wall. You can't ask for a better brood pattern than that.
Not at all.
I mean, it's solid all the way through. Wow. That's nice, Tim.
That's a 90% queen.
They're definitely going to swarm, though, man. If we've got to get down there and see what this is hanging everywhere.
Just said to Dan, let's see what's going on right there. Just said to Dan, it's always the frame that you don't go through. When you have swarm cells like this hive has and like this queen is laying, we should cut all this off, Danny.
Yeah, I would.
I'll go grab my X-Acto knife. You want to look at every single frame because it's the one, we just pulled a honey frame on the other side and it was full of drone brood and cups. Nothing in the cups, but still full. And so we're gonna wanna
let's get this one
work
off.
this one up too. We're still in the first deep. We've only gone through.
Where's your blue? That looks like all honey mainly, so we're good.
So this is a, oh no, it is, does have foundation on it. That's right, it's not foundationless. They're just drawing it out a little weird right here. That was one of the ones that I took off of my split, actually. Let me see this backside here,
I'm
Danny.
looking in there too. See, that's all honey in the other one.
Yeah, it looks like it's all honey. That's all nectar and honey in there. I don't see mama anywhere in here.
All right, so let's do this.
You see honey here too, Dan?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Let's put this top one back together then.
All right, and let's get the empty frames. Let me see. I really need a frame full of eggs, like you were saying.
We'll have to wait till we get down lower.
Yeah.
We're in box number 1 right now. Okay, so here we go. We are into box number 2. And a bunch of foragers coming back, as you can see.
Yeah, right where the upper entrance was.
So these are going to be some frames I might have stolen also, Dan, from the last time, because all I see is a little bit of emerging brood on it.
Okay.
You want to flip that to your side?
Yeah, I just stuck it up there. I was walking into it, so here, let me get that.
There you go. Got it. Okay, this is box number 2, second deep. What you got, buddy?
That one's got, you see the wings torn,
Where at?
messed up. This one right there.
Well, I see them torn, but they're
Yeah.
not. It's not like it's got
I'm just looking to see.
deformed wing.
Yeah, I'm just looking to see if we got any more of those. That's just an oddball. So we're gonna this.
That
frame.
might just be an old worker.
Okay, what do we got on this frame? Let's see. Anything in here? This is empty.
Okay.
Okay, so we're good on this one. Let me check the backside.
Yep.
A lot of brood hatched out here.
Yeah, that one just
Okay.
hatched right now. You got eggs?
He's got some larva in here.
Oh, she's right there.
Oh yeah. Okay, let's set her off.
Here, let me see, Dan. There's my girl. Right there. That is an unbelievable swarm queen right
Tell you
there.
what, Tim. Here, let's do this so we don't. So we keep her separate. Pull this frame out right here.
So these are the frames. So the queen frame, we put her back in. She's right here. She was, but we didn't want her out. So these are the 2 frames that came out of this slot right here. What do you see,
when
Danny?
did you treat these for mites, Tim?
Well, I've treated them. I've vaped them a couple of times. Do you see mite?
No, I don't see mice, but I'm seeing that.
Deformed wing?
Yeah, I'm seeing
Okay.
some cases of it.
Well, it's such a large colony.
Yeah.
I've only vaped them. I was going to wait till after this weekend and put on the max.
Let's see what eggs are in here.
Other side.
Let me look in here. Is that there's a? Yeah, look, there's a queen.
Yep,
queen
that
in
one's
there.
live right there. Here, let's turn that out
Yeah,
to
so
the.
you can see it.
Okay, so you can see there's the larva. See the larva down in that queen cup right there. What about the one next to it, Danny?
That's empty.
Okay, and then so
That
just
one's empty
one
too.
queen cup on this side.
Yeah, so they're drawing that one out for sure. So
Do you want to? We want to take
Well,
that one.
yeah,
Or let's look at the rest of the frames here.
let's.
So we're gonna be doing another split here
set
on
this
this one.
outside because we're gonna want to get you some. Gee.
So this is the next frame out. We have 3 frames out for a split, another split for my side. Look at that.
Wow. Ooh.
There's a cup there that's
See
full.
what you can see, Tim, in there.
Nope, that one's empty.
Empty still?
Yep.
Well, they're getting ready though, aren't they?
Oh boy, they're gonna go.
No larva in that one, huh?
No.
Got that one drawn down pretty good.
Clean, no, it's clean.
Yeah. Okay.
Both of the bottom ones right here and here, there's no larva in.
Man, I can't even imagine how much brood you got in this thing because we got a whole nother floor to go down in yet.
Yeah, we're only on box number 2, halfway through box number 2. And they're starting to get
Yeah, you can hear it.
meaner and meaner.
Again, same thing.
So check out the drone comb and all of the, look at the brood. Just slab after slab of it. Got cups. Got empty cups on here too.
Okay.
And just drone comb.
All right, let's get the one next to it.
And then we're just going to replace with empties there, checkerboard them so they can work on this stuff and draw it out.
This has got a lot of honey on it.
That's a
One
big
side.
honey frame. Yep.
Yeah, pollen and honey.
Pollen and honey right next to the babies.
Okay. And that one.
Same with that one.
So we don't even need to check that.
All right, we're going to drop our empties in here.
All right, so.
Level 3. Here we go, level 3.
Look at all the drone comb with the right on the top here. You can see
Yep.
it.
That was what I showed you guys the last time I was in this hive here, was just the amount of drone comb. This queen she's built for laying, she's built for swarming. This queen is built for making hives,
Yeah, she's a good queen.
built for making colonies.
Let's just pull this out real quick. And I'll move that thing later. Let me just get this out. Mainly nectar.
Mainly nectar.
Yep.
So you're gonna have an empty.
Let's just leave it there for
You're gonna have an empty coming out, Danny. This is one that I
That's
stole
empty?
last time. You can pull it.
Okay. Well, let's just move it over here so we can get to the other ones then. Well, let's see if they drew it out any. I mean,
Yeah, you can pull it
did
out.
anything with it.
Oh, they're working on it.
Okay. All right. Move it here. Yeah, these girls that are all buzzing around, this is because their entrance is messed up. They're going to the entrance and it ain't there. That's the only thing about the spacers, makes it hard to get a.
Right.
Yeah, lift
But it's
it.
nice when you get a lift on
Yeah,
it, though, because
absolutely.
you can just rest them. We should be getting into eggs
hope so.
or just all honey.
There's a nice thing, frame of pollen. I could actually use that. You could too.
Sure.
Let's see here. Let's set this one aside, Tim.
Yeah, you got it. Do you want me to grab one of my frame holders for your side?
A lot of room in here.
So say that again, Dan, what we were doing.
Well, we're trying to alleviate the congestion in the brood chamber so that the bees or any swarming impulse gets knocked back. So we're trying to catch them before, because once they make up their mind to swarm, it's pretty hard to stop them. So we're trying to kind of get a jump start and keep them from going too crazy with those queen cells. So we're taking out a bunch of frames that have got capped brood.
So we've taken a total of 8 frames or 9 frames out of 1, 2, 3 deeps. And we're checkerboarding with new frames here, so we have new frames.
Thanks.
And so there's 2 splits on the back of the truck right there. And that was the whole purpose of this hive, was to use it because she's such a prolific layer for survivor stock.
Okay, Tim, we got that last empty. Oh, wait a minute, we have an empty here, don't we?
Yeah, yep, we have one right there.
How many frames do you have in? So we made a lot of room in there. And we got the frames that at least the ones that you and I could see that had any queen cells that were actually active,
Sure.
for lack of a better word.
Yep, bees on the back here, Danny. There you go. That's fine.
Okay. So, we might.
Oh, you know what I wanted to do? I was going to flip the vent board. The vent board's behind you. The vent board is behind you, and with it being 80 degrees, I was going to put that vent board on.
Okay.
So let's do this.
All right.
Put that under them, right? Put that right on top there.
You got any particular preference which way we
Nope.
wanted to go? Okay.
And then you can get this off. You can take this.
This is driving me crazy. I can't work with veils.
Just get them bees off of there and slap that on the top right there, Danny. It'll be fine. That way, it's supposed to be low 80s this week, and with the amount of heat that this colony puts out, I wanted to have some ventilation on there for them. So, all right, we're gonna close this thing up and tie it down, and then we'll cancel out of here. So.
Well, we had a call.
Hold on, here's Dan. You guys listen to me all the time, but I've got Dan here, and he's gonna give me how long you been keeping bees?
45 years, 46 years.
And so I just had Danny come out just for a summary on what we did here. So go ahead, Dan.
Okay, so we got them in, Tim's got them in 3 deeps, which is a good thing because as strong as this colony is, they already would have swarmed. As it is, they're making preparations to swarm right now. They had some queen cups. Some of the cups that we found were empty, but we also found cups that now had some eggs that had been moved into them. We also found one cup that was a little further along that was ready to become a queen cell. They already had larvae, a lot of a pool of royal jelly in there too. So they're getting ready. We hope that we made enough room in there that we can kind of do away with the swarming impulse, at least set it back for now, and hopefully make it through this season without a swarm coming out of there.
We did that with taking a bunch of capped brood.
Yeah.
So when they do hatch out, they're not jam crammed, but then also replaced with empties.
Yeah. So we put in 8 frames that are either drawn comb or empty foundation. So there's a lot more room in that colony now too. But like I said, as Tim noticed, when we have frames that are full of capped brood, and that brood's going to come out, there's going to be an awful lot of bees that are coming out of there, and that's going to be extremely crowded in there, even with 3 deeps. So what we did was we tried to balance it out. We took out some frames that are drones that are capped, not drones, but just larvae that's capped, and that's going to go into our 2 splits, 2 nukes that we made. Then we also took frames that had eggs in them. Some of the frames that we've got also have queen cells, and queen cells that were forming. They were queen cups, I should say, that had eggs in them. So they're already starting with those. Those are going to be the queens for our splits that we're starting out here. And
on my last, so this is the 3rd split that that we've taken off of this hive already this season. The other one is the split that's down at my 10 frame yard, and I took 4 frames out of that one too.
So this total of 12 frames have come out of this colony.
Correct. 12 deep frames have come out of this hive already this year.
This is one amazing colony. This is one of the strongest colonies I've seen for this time of year. I mean, the kind of bee numbers that you have in here is something that you typically see.
This is summertime.
Something like right, summer. Yeah, after you've had a good nectar flow and you've got a queen that's been really going and a lot of pollen in there. I mean, this thing is in really good shape. What Tim and I like about this particular colony is that this was a survivor hive. She made it through one of the roughest winters. Not only did she make it through a rough winter, but she's a tremendous layer.
But it was also a swarm that Dan and I caught last year.
Yeah, and the thing is, her laying pattern, her brood pattern is solid. Almost from end to end and from top to bottom, just completely solid. We had
it's a 90% queen.
And I didn't even count how many frames of brood that were like that. We just had an awful lot of them in there. So this should be a really good producing colony for honey this year, honey crop. Matter of fact, Tim, what we probably ought to do here is if you've got one ready, I would go ahead and put an excluder on top of there and put a medium on.
Sure.
Just to get it ready.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. Or even put an excluder under that deep and just let them fill a deep up, because that's what I ran last year. Yeah. If you guys look back on some of my videos, you'll see that this colony ran 5 deep. It was 5 deeps high last year, and I harvested the top 2 deeps. Ouch. You little stinker. I harvested the top 2 deeps and let them have these bottom 3. Is that stinger still on me? It got stung right behind the ear, right in my glasses right here.
Yeah, you got the stinger out. I don't see it.
You little stinkers. Yeah. All right, we're gonna get going. I appreciate you guys watching. The big split, that's what we've got going here. This is the big split.
Boy, this is great. This is a great queen.
We will.
So anyhow, Tim and I, the whole idea with this, Tim and I want the genetics from this queen. This is a really good queen. And obviously, as any of you beekeepers know, one of the biggest things we're after is survivability in the winter. But not only that is survivability, but productivity. This queen is a laying machine. She's incredible.
Laying machine, yeah.
Really good queen. Okay, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for watching. Sorry, this is a long one, but worth it. And we will be making more.
Awesome job.
All right, heading to the 10 frame yard. I stopped at the house real quick. So my yards are only a couple miles apart, but stopped because I had to get some pollen for these guys. And so you saw the frames that we took, and we're getting ready to set up another split. So this is 3 splits off of this big hive of mine. So stand by, we'll get these guys all set up. All right, 10 frame yard is growing. Got the 4 big, and now our new girls just brought down here. This was an old stand I had made a couple of years ago, and I just put them on there and wedged them with a couple of cinder blocks, as you can see. So no, it should be interesting. I think they'll do okay right here. They're behind everybody, and so it kind of offsets them from when she takes her mating flight. She'll be able to see a lot better where she's at. So let's we crack them open and see how everyone's doing. They're gonna be kind of cranky, I have a feeling. Okay, so we got everybody opened up, and they're not as bad as I thought they'd be. So I have pollen on top and also inside the hive. They came boiling out of there, but they settled down really fast. And so I'm just going to leave their entrance reducer just kind of cracked like this. And then I've got to get everybody back inside of here. And we'll get them closed up, and they're set up. So that's what we have. Another addition to the 10 frame yard and another split. Thanks for watching, you guys. And I'll keep you posted on this split number 3. Gotta start naming these things. That's 1. Dan has number 2, and I have number 3. So thanks for watching. I'll keep making them.